4 months and 18 days.
It's beans, mainly.
Bill's always been a real phenomenon. When he speaks at the mission, he draws people to him.
Some phenomenon. I've gone from supporting one grown man to supporting two.
Well, I can always move back to the mission.
It may just come to that.
By the way, could I bother you for some butter?
Butter? Look, it's just that. If it were remotely possible, without cutting into your charity work, in the least, to take a job, one of you to work for money,
Who would have ever thought that you or I would have to worry about money?
those days are gone.
You really held it together, haven't you? I knew you had it in you. That summer up at the resort, you were what, 12, 13? You set up that little tea house on the island and surprised us. I said to myself, this girl will
Wind up selling blouses at Lesser's. Not at all what I had in mind. Without children.
Yeah, I understand how hard it is.
Do you? He hasn't been drinking, but is this any better? It's like he's on a crusade.
We've all just got to keep our faith and hold on.
We? I'm holding on to my job. What exactly are we holding on to, eh?
Lois, you're a miracle.
Is there anything that's not a miracle to you these days?
Ooh, hey, sorry I'm late. I ran into a fellow I've been working on for a month. He went out on a bender and I ended up chasing him all the way through the streets of the Bronx. He may come to the mission, Ebby. He may come.
Great, Bill. Just...
Yeah, on the way back down, I stopped to consult with Dr. Silkworth. Found some flowers for you, Lo.
Put them in the sink.
Hey, he says I'm on a twin-engine power drive. One part genuine spirituality, the other part the old drive-beat #1 man. Tells me my problem is I'm preaching to him, driving him away, when I ought to just be telling him about my illness.
We've been waiting for you.
You think he's got something there, Eb? You think so?
Sit down.
Right. But you know, the good doctor just can't see the energy of this thing, the way it's going to take off. For 5,000 years, the batting average for drunks has been 0. Everyone's had a shot at it. Women's temperance, FDR, everyone's failed. I'm going to cut down to what really works. I'm going to start a chain reaction that's going to reach all the drunks in the world.
Well, Ebby, how's that for absolute humility?
Seemed a bit more humble than usual.
Bill, eat.
You know, I must have talked to 20 alcoholics today, and I think I got a new one. Get this, a woman. Can you believe it? My first woman drunk.
A woman?
Yeah, I talked to her for 2 whole hours and I almost got through to her.
How pretty was she, Bill?
I'm working here, understand? Nothing happened.
2 whole hours and nothing. Then how come you're so jazzed?
What is this?
Bean casserole. Overdone. All we can afford. You need to find a job.
I have. I've been waiting for the right time to surprise you. I'm investigating an entire company for a takeover. I leave in 2 days for Akron.
Akron?
Ohio? You're not ready to go to Ohio yet. In your condition?
My condition?
None of us are on solid ground yet, Bill.
I checked it out with Silkworth. He says it's okay. It's not for long.
You mean it's not a permanent job all the way to Akron?
Isn't
Ohio?
this what you wanted? This could turn out to be something really big. If this works out, I could go back as president of the company.
Oh, Bill?
You know, Bill, the group's getting kind of nervous with some of the drunks you've been bringing in.
Tell me about it.
Last night, one of them threw a shoe through the stained glass window of the church.
Look, the truth is, they just don't want to have to deal with my drunks. They think they're either too low class or not trying hard enough to get the moral principles. Hell, last thing a drunk wants is a moral principle. I don't know. Maybe Silkworth is right. Try talking to a drunk about God, you end up chasing him through the streets of the Bronx.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful evening. Think I'll go to the promenade. Thanks, Lo.
I am getting the shit beat out of me from all sides. After all this, I'm batting 0. Nobody's staying sober. You know, maybe this whole thing is just one big goddamn waste of time.
Well, Bill, all your talking to alcoholics is working for at least one of them.
Yeah, who's that?
You.